All right, welcome to this presentation on how we doubled our clients' Black Friday, Cyber Monday revenue to 140,000. So this client has been in business for 5 years already. They started out as an Etsy store and eventually grew out of it, and then they built their own store. But their sales have dwindled over the past 2 years. When they came to us, it was actually the period where every savvy advertiser should already start preparing for their Black Friday, Cyber Monday promotions. So we focus our efforts on there. So in 2018, they managed to generate only 68,000 for their Black Friday, Cyber Monday promos, with 46,000 actually attributed to their Facebook ads at a 2.69 ROAS. Here's what we managed to hit for the same period, taking into account that Black Friday, Cyber Monday in 2019 happened 1 week later than 2018. So the results were we managed to generate 142,000 for them, with 63,000 as shown here attributed to Facebook ads at the 3.45 ROAS, and we managed to hit 10 times ROAS on the first day of the Black Friday Cyber Monday promotion. So the first thing is having to set goals, KPIs, and budget planning. So it was great to have a clear target to aim for, which is to do better than what they did back in 2018. Since the holiday season is an anomaly and majority of e-commerce businesses make 50% of their annual revenue during this period, we had to use a different calculator for setting the KPIs. So the things we took a look at were how the CPM changed throughout the months for their account in 2018. And then we calculated the delayed attribution multiplier that would happen for 2019 based on past data. This is an important metric because people would be holding back from making a purchase prior to Black Friday. So the purpose is to calculate what sort of delayed attribution we should be using to account for those people's behaviors so that we can gauge how successful our campaigns are during this competitive period. And then we went on to set the Q4 goals to aim for, and then we calculated the revenue distribution among the months. We then set how much revenue we would like to generate for Q4, and then use those revenue distribution data from 2018 to guide our monthly KPIs for Q4 of 2019. Now we then calculated the revenue that will be generated from Facebook ads, so that we can properly allocate the ad spend required to hit our goals. Now here's the final data that is calculated to give our KPIs for Q4. With our war plan laid out in front of us, we got to work. So what we had to do was simplify the Facebook ad account, because Facebook ads has drastically changed over the years, with machine learning playing a huge part now and moving forward. So we followed Facebook's Power 5 framework, which consists of auto advanced matching, account simplification, campaign budget optimization, automatic placements, and dynamic ads. In the past, it would have made sense to create lots of different campaigns with lots of different ad sets to target lots of different people with your creatives. But with Facebook's machine learning being a core part of the advertising platform these days, it needs to be fed more data in order to learn the best people to serve your ads to. As a result of that, Facebook is suggesting the best practice of simplifying your ad account by reducing the amount of campaigns and ad sets you have, so that there's more firepower, meaning your budget, behind each ad set. And when there's more budget being distributed to less ad sets, Facebook's algorithm is able to properly learn the type of audience it should best be targeting for you. Now, because of this, for BFCM 2019, we only ran 15 different campaigns with only 4 to 5 ad sets within each. Now, our campaigns can be segmented by warm and hot audiences, cold audiences, DPA campaigns, cold DPA campaigns, warm DPA campaigns, and then different geographical broad campaigns. Now, in the past, we would have used 18 different retargeting audiences that have worked really well for us. But with the simplification framework, we group them up to only 4 distinct audiences. And as you can see, it has resulted in 29 times ROAS on the first day of the promotion. And the 4 distinct audiences are people that have visited the website. So no longer do we need to segment them into people that have only viewed content, people that have added to cart but not purchased, and then people that have initiated checkout but did not purchase. We just group them all together into people that have visited the website. And then another distinct audience is people who have engaged with the Facebook page or Instagram profile but have never visited the site. People who have viewed 50% of the videos but have never visited the site as well. And then people on the email list. The warm campaign did extremely well, as you can see, 29 times ROAS on the first day of the promotion. And having only 4 distinct audiences to manage for each warm campaign meant lesser time spent on management, which allowed us to focus more on strategy and messaging. Which brings us to the next reason on why we got great results for this client. Since our time spent on managing the campaigns have been drastically cut down, by following Facebook's simplification framework, we had more mental bandwidth and time to focus on creatives. Since our Black Friday Cyber Monday promo was 13 days long, we would risk our audiences getting fatigued with seeing the same creatives. So we had to come up with different angles suited for different audiences based on different days. Now, we had slightly different messages for the days that our promotion would cover, which includes the day we launch our promo, the day before Thanksgiving, on Thanksgiving Day, Black Friday, the day after Black Friday, 24 hours and 12-hour countdowns for our Black Friday promotions, the day before Cyber Monday, and then 24 hours and 12 hours countdown for our Cyber Monday promos. Another thing that's part of Facebook's Power 5 is the usage of campaign budget optimization. When CBO first came out, people were getting mixed results with it. But now that it's very powerful, we wouldn't launch any campaigns without using CBO. Unless there's a reason we need to use the regular ad budget optimization for testing purposes. Now, if we use ad budget optimization for our highest performing campaign, I doubt we would get anywhere near the 29 times ROAS we manage for the warm campaigns on the first day. Now, in the past, prior to utilizing Facebook's machine learning, the best way was to specify specifically who you want to target. But with the Power 5, you would be limiting Facebook's ability to find you the best person that would convert. And as a result of that, huge audiences work better these days compared to the super tightly defined audience. Since this client has been running ads for at least 3 years, they have lots of data on their customers in their Facebook ad account. When you have lots of data, that allows Facebook to give you great results when you use broad audiences. And by broad audiences, I mean keeping the targeting to all ages of 18 to 65 plus, all genders, no interest targeting at all. But it's best to split them up by countries, because if you don't, initially the budget will be allocated to the countries with the biggest sizes, and that could mean third world countries that aren't able to afford your products at all. Now, for this campaign, we split the broad audiences into all these geographical locations. So one campaign is targeted with US, UK, Canada, and Australia grouped together, and the other one is Europe, and then Rich Asia, and then Scandinavia in its own because they have a higher purchasing power. So remember to exclude them from Europe, and then worldwide, which is the remaining ones, and then excluding the ones we've already targeted above, and also other bad countries that, based on your past data, we know that we'll never ever purchase. Now, warm DPAs, which is dynamic product ads, are amazing. They're so simple to set up and their returns are super high. We were getting 4.33 times ROAS throughout the whole promotion. Since we were targeting broad audiences for our cold campaigns, meaning we're targeting people who've never came across the brand before, the ROAS would no doubt be the lowest amongst the other campaigns. So these audiences would definitely need additional touches in order to convert. So here's where the DPAs are great because they are only shown to people who have browsed at least one product. This is correct for the warm DPAs, not for the cold ones. And the ads they get are basically the products they browse but haven't purchased yet. So this serves as a reminder for them to take a look again at the product that they showed interest in. So DPA campaigns also had the highest frequency amongst the other campaigns at 7 times. So basically our DPA ads were shown on average 7 times per person throughout the whole campaign. Campaign with the next highest frequency was our warm campaign at 4 times. Now, when you're playing at the level where your daily ad spend is 4 to 5 figures, no doubt your cost per purchase will increase, resulting in a lower ROAS. So instead of thinking about how much lower your ROAS is compared to before, you need to rethink the way you look at your whole campaign. Because cold campaigns are just a way to fuel your warm campaigns, and warm campaigns have a drastically higher ROAS. Now, in order to sustain your warm campaigns, there needs to always be new people coming through the cold campaigns. In order to make the economics work, the cold campaign therefore needs to be at the most break even. Actually, this should say at the most break even. So that's the lowest you should accept and be open to going as low as break even. And then when we scaled to $2,000 in ad spend per day for this client, our ROAS at the cold campaign level dropped, which was normal, but that also allowed us to increase the budget for the warm campaigns, which was able to sustain its own ROAS, which meant more revenue and more profits for the client. Ching! Now, sometimes you see big brands having complex offers during a sale, for example, 10% off the first $50 purchase, then 15% off the next $100 purchase, and then $100 off purchases with 3 orders and above, and then 20% additional for 5 orders and above with a free gift for purchases above $500. Well, that might seem smart from the brand's perspective because you're incentivizing people to purchase in a way that you would like them to, which does seem to reward them for consuming more and spending more, but it's more complex than a straight up 25% site-wide offer. And when the consumers have to do a lot of math to figure out how good the offer really is, they get frustrated and would end up not making a purchase. As a result of that, we advise this client to do a simple 40% off site-wide offer so the site visitors wouldn't have to spend time figuring out if the item they wanted was eligible for the offer. They didn't need to do any mental math. It was straightforward and simple. And if the sales performance was low, we didn't have to deal with too many variables to figure out why exactly the sale didn't yield the results we were looking for. Now, email marketing is still king. 60% of our revenue came from our email list. The best thing about email marketing is that you own the list. You don't need to pay a dime to Facebook for sales generated through email marketing. For the Black Friday Cyber Monday promo, we sent 7 different email campaigns over the 13-day period. And each campaign is resent to people who didn't open 24 hours after the initial email. We also excluded the people who have purchased during the Black Friday Cyber Monday promo from receiving any more campaigns. This step is important because you don't want to burn out your list. The way to do that is by integrating your email marketing platform with your e-commerce platform so that they are able to share data with each other. Doing this allows your list to be super segmented so that your emails can be super targeted. Apart from that, your Facebook ad campaigns can also be more powerful because it's fueled by fresh data coming from your list and proper segmentation being done in there. Now, we integrated AfterShip with this client's Shopify because they haven't done this before. We did this so that our email marketing and our ad campaigns can be more accurate in terms of timing. AfterShip is a shipment tracking solution so that you're able to know when each individual customer has received their order. Now, without this solution, you'd be flying blind in terms of knowing when your customer has received your product. Sure, you could estimate the shipping time and use that to target your email and ad campaigns based on that. But wouldn't it be more powerful if your customer receives the right message at the right moment? Now, here's what you can do when you know when exactly a customer has received their product. Now, these are best implemented using an omni-channel strategy, meaning using at least email marketing plus Facebook ads, but ideally with Google ads and Snapchat and Pinterest all at once, bombarding them from multiple angles. So what you can do is get their review, and then 2 days after, or however many days it takes for your customer to fully experience and utilize your product and generate this goodwill towards your product, ask them to recommend your product to their family and friends in exchange for some form of incentive. This could be a gift card, a coupon code, etc. Okay, 7 days after that, cross-sell them other products. Now, even though this step did not directly contribute to the 142,000 that we managed to generate during the whole Black Friday Cyber Monday, it does improve the customer experience, which will result in higher satisfaction in the customer and lead to more word of mouth and better reviews and better preparing your customers for future promos and so on. So there you go, a few important steps we took to double the revenue we generated for this client during Black Friday Cyber Monday in 2019, and we increased 28% higher efficiency of their ad spend usage compared to 2018's Black Friday Cyber Monday. Now, if you're looking to take your e-commerce brand to the next level, reach out to us so we can give you an audit and see what percentage of improvements we think we're able to get for you. All right, I look forward to hearing from you.